What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to JC's Learning Edge for another Friday deep dive. And this Friday live session is a very special one because we'll be wrapping up our series, Positioning My Mind for Success. And I don't know about y'all, but it's just been so powerful and such a blessing. And on Wednesday, we touched on the power of environment and how the surroundings, how your surroundings, the people you spend time with, and even the content you consume can either fuel your growth or quietly drain your potential. But today we're going all in. This is our deep dive. We're going all in. We're going to break down exactly how to build an environment that pushes you forward and that reinforces your vision and positions your mind for consistent success. And because this is the last session of the series, we're going to go out strong. We're going to go out with a bang. No hype, no fluff, just tools that you can implement immediately and expect results. And that leads me to my first point. Environment shapes your identity. Everything you see, hear, and interact with is it's silently shaping who you become. Think about it. The conversations you engage in, the media you consume, and even the spaces you occupy regularly, they influence your thoughts, your habits, and your decisions. If you surround yourself, with negativity, distractions, or people who doubt your potential, your mind starts to adopt those patterns. But when you intentionally create space full of positivity, growth minded people, and high quality content, your mindset begins to align with that energy. That's why a lot of people watch motivational videos because it helps you get in that type of mind headspace of winning and success. It's why champions protect their circle and create their environments, because success isn't just about what you do, it's about what you allow into your life. You can't think at the level you want if your the way at the level you want to think at if your environment keeps telling you that's impossible. And that leads me to my second point. Feed your mind intentionally. Choose what you take in because you have a choice. Your mind is like a garden. If you feed it weeds, that's gonna grow. But if you feed it seeds of focus, knowledge, and inspiration, that's what will grow. I'm gonna say that again. Your mind is like a garden. If you feed it weeds, that's what will grow. But if you feed it seeds of focus, knowledge, and inspiration, that's what will grow. Be deliberate with what you consume, from the books, the podcasts, the videos, social media, and even conversations you have. Ask yourself, is this input helping me become the person I want to be, or is it keeping me stuck? Small daily choices compound over time, and we've talked about this. A positive podcast or a motivational video might seem minor, but repeated constantly, it rewires your thinking and builds mental resilience. Conversely, letting in constant negativity erodes your confidence, focus, and clarity, and even and it happens even without you realizing it because it has a compounding effect. You feel like, me watching this sad, depressing short ain't doing nothing, and you watching it one time, they probably ain't gonna do nothing to you. But you watch it over and over again, day after day after day, and you look up, you didn't lost your motivation, and you're trying to figure out why. You didn't lost your drive, your passion, and you're trying to figure out why. Well, it's in what you consume. So your goal needs to be to feed your mind deliberately. Surround yourself with mentors, peers, and content that challenge you and that elevates you and that stretches your perspective, like JC's Learning Edge. Y'all see how I did that? And that leads me to my third point. Build spaces that support your success. You see, environment isn't just about what you consume. It's also the physical space and social spaces you inhabit. Think about your workplace or your workspace, your home or your friend circle. Are these spaces helping you stay productive? Are they helping you stay motivated? Are they helping you stay focused? Or are they draining your energy, distracting your mind, and limiting your potential? Sometimes positioning your mind for success means making intentional changes, which can be removing distractions, setting boundaries, upgrading your surroundings, or finding an accountability partner who can push you towards your goal. The key here is alignment. Make your environment reflect the version of you want to become. I'm going to say that again. Make your environment reflect the version of you want to become. Every decision you make about what you let in and who you let in either accelerates or slows your progress. When you start intentionally designing your environment, both, what you consume and the spaces you occupy, you create a natural force multiplier for success. Ain't that something? And listen, if you've been following this series, and you know that positioning your mind for success takes intentionality and strategy, my book, Graduating Half the Time: The Secrets of Self-Paced Learning, dives even deeper into practical tools to strengthen focus, discipline, and consistency, no matter the goal. No matter the goal. And it's available on Amazon in paperback and ebook version. Grab a copy and start feeding your mind with the tools you need to win. This is a good resource to consume because it'll lead you towards the path of success. Now, this series may be ending, but your journey is just getting started. I'm going to say that again. This series might be ending. Well, it is ending, but your journey is just starting. Take a hard look at your environment this week: the people, the media, the spaces, and ask yourself, what is helping me grow? What is holding me back? And what can I change today to make sure I'm positioned for success tomorrow? I really like that one. What can I change today to ensure that I'm positioned for success tomorrow? And remember, champions don't wait for perfect circumstances. They will never come. They create them. Your environment should work for you, not against you. And that being said, thank you for joining me through this series. If you've learned something that would change your mindset, please share it with a friend and keep building an environment that fuels your potential. And y'all already know what I'm about to end off with. Success doesn't shout, it shows up. And that being said, I'll see you next week. Remember to apply what I'm telling you, don't just listen and expect results. Bye bye.